Thorn Marsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tanakh territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him?
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tanakh took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap!
That's him!
That firepaw's right on his heels.
He's no match for it alone. Come on! God. We've got your back! Not now! But I can strike. No!
I can get it from my...
Talana,
You were supposed to...
I was going to send the message into the desert with an Oseram, but when it became clear that the tunnel, I figured the only thing I could do was press. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly, I'm sorry.
So...
And you must be Aloy.
A little.
A clue. Maybe she died on the battlefield, or maybe she waited.
Talana told me about you.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the... She was proud to serve the Sunda, but as the atrocities mounted, we both...
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect. It felt like we were the only ones who object. And yes, until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
So, sounds like the two of you had...
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer, mercenary...
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him.
What happened at the battle?
I had intel that the Tanakh... I tried to convince my commander to halt. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his... He pulled a knife on me. So I...
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. What's more, the commander I had... They put a bounty on my head.
The Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to...
Well, we're here now.
I can't ask you to come with me.
I didn't come all the...
I know better than to try to come then. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further. There it is. The rot.
Those are Regal's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
Then let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
Don't worry about us. Get that gate open. Go on. We'll stay out of sight. As soon as you open the gate, we'll be right at your side. Go on. We'll stay out of sight.
Fighting for now.
All clear. Grub has been stale lately. Need new supplies. someone there?
Just forget you saw anything.
Another false alarm.
We just need a leader.
Calm down. If I can get the main gate open, Delana and Amatis can help me clear out the rest of this place.
What? This better not be a prank.
Next time it might not be a false alarm. Never should have agreed to fight that outlander.
Oh, Squad would never accept me back. Too late for that.
We need more troops, more supplies, more of everything.
Come on. The gate's open. Let's go.
We've got your back, Landlord. My aim's as sure as the sun rises.
Watch that, Nora's moving! Oh! What? I've got you in my sight. Are you hiding in that grass? with me? Sorry, still can't find you. How about you?
Let us out!
Hold on. As soon as the coast
Get
is
to
clear.
the Outlander! He's got a helmet! Enough waiting! Get in the fight!
Look everywhere.
We need you in the fight!
Mind if I do?
End of the line, Outlanders!
That device is gonna call a machine. All right. I think that's the end of it.
Hear that?
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had.
Freed by Kabocha. Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soul. She might have been a prisoner here.
The Karja Nessa was here.
Nessa,
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
it's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became.
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life for the Tanakh. Measure a soldier only, so I took my place among them.
Nessa, Rataka.
I had a new life. I wasn't, not even for you, Amadis.
If you were brought here as a
I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tanakh killed. But one day, one of their soldiers asked how a woman had ended up fighting as he spoke.
Fashav.
I heard the other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tanakh to let me fight for my life. I won through...
So if you became...
My squad was ordered to retake the rot from Regala's rebels.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the car...
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew.
You were willing to wear a disguise so that you could serve in the car... Do you miss being Carja?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor in... And when my comrades and I were brought here, as we knew no one would ever come for us.
I would have. Had I...
It's better this way. Beneath my Karja armor.
The way Amatis talked about, I thought you'd still...
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get Gaddafi, but of course, he didn't listen.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find...
I didn't know. But even if I mourned you, and then...
What will you do now?
You've taken back the rot. My squad will ensure it stays that way.
So this is it?
It has to be. My place will always... I'm sorry that you've suffered. You deserve better than how the last... I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the lowland. Consider it Nessa's final farewell.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow, it hurts worse. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I'll take you back east to the Sundom. After that...
Talana,
Me too.
Are you alright?
To be honest,
What's going to happen between you?
I'm not sure. He clearly has a... And I won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this. No hawk could ask for a better thrush.
So, I guess this is it then.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while. If you find yourself back that way,
I will. Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Seems like she could use a shoulder to lean on.